Yo, so I have another video, and this time it's about Nicki Minaj. It's a very strange series of events with Nicki Minaj because she's accusing Jay-Z of satanic baby sacrifices and being a child predator in recent X posts. Very strange, Nicki, very strange. Let's see what she has to say. He says, "Oh, you understand that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power. If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times, since I was trying to not say what I know, yet they continue to attempt to bully. Also, I won't be releasing any album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about the billboards." Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from the countries of I don't know what that means, and killed them as a form of blood sacrifice to their gods. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. You know something? She has got some important points here. I'm gonna be honest with you. She has some good points. I'm gonna tell you this because I remember a lot of artists, they lose somebody close to them, and then when they lose someone close to them, whether it be like a death or something like that, they do well. You know, something like I'm not even gonna throw something like Little Durk. Remember Little Durk? He was like he was on Def Jam. He was kind of flopping. No one really cared for him. But when King Von died, whoa man, his career exploded. I mean, that is weird, right? I never said he sacrificed him, but everyone said like that was a weird death. It said there was something to do with like FBI agents and all sorts. Officer Van Swan, some weird nonsense like that. He's got ASP Rocky as well. He's like, every time I release an album, somebody dies. It's like some sort of sacrifice or something. It is weird. So who knows, man? Who knows? It does sound a bit odd, but you got these things coming out of artists' mouths themselves, and you gotta wonder, like, maybe there is something going on. They say they sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about abuse that I suffered. They've been trying to stall all my projects in hopes I'll lose a bunch of money. I begged them to help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you understand why you should have just sat there and taken your meds. Child predator. I mean, Jay-Z was pretty young. How old was he there? What the F? Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. I mean, Jay-Z's a good one. I mean, he's a guy who would rally black people around. Cause what it is with Jay-Z, I'm gonna be honest, like, he is the ultimate mogul. He's very smart. He was very quiet. He isn't loud and brash. See, what's messed up a lot of these other moguls out there, your Dame Dashes, your Diddies, is that they're too outlandish. You know, Diddy was way too outlandish, and he didn't keep his ass quiet. Dame Dash as well. With Dame Dash, he was very outlandish, and on top of him being outlandish, he was hard to work with because he thought he was the main player in everything. That's the problem with Dame. Russell Simmons, you know, he wasn't like a rapper, but you know, he has his own problems. He's in Bali. He's hiding. He claims he's not hiding, but he's hiding. But you got Jay-Z. People look up to him, but he's kind of like all the beefs he's had. He kind of mended them. You know, he brought people on stage and He's helped out a lot of rappers. But you can tell, like someone like Lil Wayne as well. He helped him with his tax. I don't know how you could be Lil Wayne and have problems with your tax, but he seems to have helped him. He mended the beef with Cameron. A lot of little beefs he had. Nas beef is kind of like that's forgotten now. So he's mended a lot to move forward in life as this businessman. The rap stage of his career is kind of over. He's now Jay-Z the businessman, but because he was once a rapper, people still look up to him. And that's where you have a lot of black people rallying around Jay-Z. But the tide is starting to change when it comes to Jay-Z, because we start to see he has bullying tactics when it comes to Rock Nation. A lot of people are speaking up about him. The same thing with what he did with Tory Lanez. It's Rock Nation lawyers. There's a lot of dodgy stuff going on about Jay-Z. Imagine a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old. Wait, he wasn't 30. In the days and age and how y'all would have his head on a platter. The guy is hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. Next, y'all, on the owner of the stage room and more. Let me have a look. This isn't broad daylight though. It's like it's in a nightclub. It weren't broad daylight. Let's have a look. In no time was this guy 20. This guy's 26 here and she's 15, 96. And Jay-Z 27, 16. It's debatable, but he wasn't 30, right? If he was 30, she would have gone past 15, right? This is like Kelly type ages, 15. 15? Let me go and check this out. Let's have a look. Nicki Minaj. So, how old was Aaliyah in 1996? Aaliyah was 17 years old for most of 1996, having been born in January 16, 1979. So, that wouldn't make any sense. Damn, more photoshopping ages into this woman. And you gotta wonder, like, somebody like Nicki Minaj, what's the game plan to take down Jay-Z? You gotta wonder, is that the game plan? Because I'm looking at Nicki Minaj, because I know her husband's into some weird stuff. So Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, has a criminal conviction involving serious charges involving a 1995 conviction for first degree attempted R-word and a 2006 conviction for first degree manslaughter. He's a registered level 2 sex offender in New York. So you married to a sex offender, and you accusing Jay-Z of being a sex offender, and you photoshopping the ages in? It's madness. I mean, you think someone like Nicki Minaj will stay away from the whole PDF file allegations when she literally married to a guy who has PDF file allegations. Just Jay-Z's ones haven't been proven. Whether they're true or false, he ain't in prison. This guy, he's convicted, right? And she's calling this guy out like, yo, Jay-Z is a pedo. It's like the kettle, like the pot calling the kettle black. And then you got this, man. I'm looking at this, I was like, what's this now? Like, Nicki Minaj's older brother, Jalini Miraj, was convicted of predatory assault and child endangerment in 2017 for R-word an 11-year-old. He was subsequently sentenced in January 2022 for 25 years to life. Wow, and she accusing Jay-Z of crazy stuff, man. Let's see, the crime: Miraj was found guilty of R-word an 11-year-old daughter multiple times. Evidence: prosecutors used DNA evidence found on the victim's pajamas to secure a conviction. Defense allegations: Miraj's defense attorney claimed the allegations were fabricated by the girl's mother as part of a $25 million extortion scheme against Nicki Minaj. Sentencing appeal: let's see, following conviction in 2017, he was sentenced in January 2020 to 25 years to life. His lawyers appealed the decision, claiming jurors misconducted, but the judge upheld post-conviction At his sentencing, Minaj asked for a second chance, citing alcohol problems. Weird. But yeah, you gotta wonder, like, what is this about, Nicki Minaj, man? What is this about? You accusing Jay-Z of being a PDF file, but all around you is PDF files. Weird. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'm out.